Hi guys, welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. This is the continuation of the Idaho 4 series of readings. I will link the playlist, so please make sure you check the description. If you're new here and you don't know anything about this, then rather than me sitting here and going through the whole thing, because it's really long, it's complex, then please start with the Brian Koberger reading. And that should explain to you what this is about. So today, look guys, someone mentioned to me in the comments that I had to ask me to do a reading on Bethany Funk's parents. And I was like, oh my God, why haven't I done that? Why haven't I done Dylan's parents, Bethany's parents, Brian's parents? So guess what? That's what I'm doing. I'm going to start with Dylan's parents because for some reason I'm strongly drawn to her parents. And I really want to get this out because the energy is so strong. Before I begin, okay, this is a disclaimer. This is a psychic reading. It is for entertainment purposes only. It is not factual. I'm going to be drawing cards. You may interpret them in your own way, and I encourage you to do so. However, I'm working with energy, and that doesn't, it doesn't mean that everything I'm telling you is factual. There may be some elements in here because if I'm doing any research, guys, if those of you that know me know how I work, but those of you who don't know me, I do not ever go and get information from, other readers or anything that can't be deemed as factual about the case, because I don't want to be unduly influenced by something that may be speculation. So, I will do research on people beforehand just to see who they are, where they live, what their families, who their families are. Factual stuff, factual things about the case. There will be things in here which are factual, which I believe are factual, but please, even anything I bring up, I encourage you to fact check, so please do. But today I'm going to be starting with Dylan's father, because he is just, I don't know, the energy of him is overwhelming me a little bit. And as we know now, she was texting him on the night of the unalivings. For quite a significant amount of time, I believe. So, guys, first of all, I just want to say a big thank you. This notebook, look how beautiful this is, was gifted to me by a follower. And I just want to say thank you so much. It's so kind of you. And as you can see, I'm using it, and I'm humbled. I'm so grateful. Thank you. You know who you are. Yes. So anyway, I'm going to get into this. Sorry, guys. There's someone at my door. Okay. Yes. So we're starting with Dylan's father. Now, these are what I believe are facts. And again, I encourage you to do some fact checking. Before I begin, actually, I've managed to do research on Dylan's family, okay, and I've found out who her father is, who her stepmother is. I have searched for the best part of the last 2 hours to find out who her birth mother is. I can't find out anything. I don't know if she's deceased. I don't know if she's alive. I don't know what the story is. It's a bit odd. So please, guys, can you please, if anyone knows, can you please let me know? Because I want to do a reading on her as well. If she's deceased, I want to know what happened. Or anyway, I digress. According to what I found out, Dylan comes from a Mormon family. Okay. Her father is Brent Mortensen. I did read somewhere that he was a prosecutor, but I don't know if that's true. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure about that. So I'm going to get going with this. I don't want to delay it anymore. What I will say, guys, and you know, I am not someone who will make judgments before I know anything, but for some reason, when I saw a picture of Dylan's father, out of all of the people that I've, seen images of that are connected to this case, whether it's the, people that are related to the victims, Brian Koberger himself, any of them, for some reason, his picture just made me feel the most uncomfortable. He just has, I don't know, the energy I'm getting off him is not good. It's not good, guys. I have to tell you that because obviously I work with energy, I work with intuition. And if my intuition is telling me something's off, then usually something is off. Let's get into this. So I'm going to start with the Clarifying Life Situations deck, as always, which is a pretty neutral deck. It just gives us a sort of a neutral view of who he is or how he's feeling, what are his, what are his priorities, that kind of thing. So we're going to start with this. In fact, I'm going to draw all of the oracle cards first. I was also, when I pick my oracle decks, by the way, I do it again through, I'm guided. I don't look. I have a drawer over here, and I'm guided which ones to pick out. I'm guided by spirit, so it's always spirit that chooses the decks. And for some reason this time, spirit has guided me to also use my time oracle cards. These are timing cards. I don't know why, but I've been guided to use them. There may be some cards that come up that need verifying with the timing cards. So let's see. So the next deck I'm drawing from is the True Crime. Oh, God, sorry, guys. The True Crime Oracle. And for anyone that's been asking as well about Kaylee, I have got to do some more updates on her. I actually did have some connections and information from Ethan a couple of weeks ago. But when I did the Bombshells from Kaylee video, I did have a few people complaining that it was slow or disjointed, and I understand that, and it's frustrating. And if I do another video, I want it to be more cohesive. And it's a lot of information. Again, I did it through voice notes. And I just need to find a way of putting it all together so that if I do content on that, it's going to flow much better, and I'm not wasting any time or making people fall asleep. So this is the True Crime Oracle. The next deck is the Path of Shadows. And then the What Lies Beneath deck. And I'm going to save the timing oracle cards for when I need them. Okay, so let's get into this. The first card is a labyrinth of choices. It says, chart your course through the perplexing labyrinth of choices, embracing each turn as part of your complex journey. The labyrinth itself is standing out to me. Labyrinth being a maze. And that sums up this case in one word, really. People that are reaching out to me are explaining, how complex this case is, and it sure is. And I always describe it as a tangled web because there are so many different elements to this case. There's so many people that are connected. And I've said a couple of times, this isn't about one person unaliving 4 people. It's more about 2 or even 3 situations all converging at the same time. I don't know what Brent Mortensen knows or knew before, during or after the unalivings. Hopefully something will come to light to show me. But whatever this is, this card shows me he understands now the complexity of it. Whether it's now or he's always known, I don't know. The next card says, happiness is simple. Find joy in life's small wonders, for they hold the key to a fulfilling and contented heart. I mean, that to me, it kind of explains the Mormon lifestyle. I don't know if he is Mormon himself, but that is it not? I don't know much about it, but isn't that what Mormonism is kind of alluding to? Minimalism, simplicity, that kind of thing. The next card says money. I'm going to pull these 2 together actually, because we've got money and we've got jealousy. Now, I don't know. What I'm picking up here is that I definitely sensed that Dylan, there was issues around jealousy. I think if you've read any or watched any of my readings earlier on, if you've watched the original Dylan Mortensen reading, then you know that I mentioned in that there was some jealousy issues between her and the girls. Envy, I think, maybe. I don't know which. It's an insecure. She was insecure. And I think that jealousy card is alluding to Dylan. And the money. And again, I always felt like Dylan, out of all of the, interestingly, out of the girls, I thought seemed to have access to money, or was more openly, she liked to flaunt money way more than anyone else, to make up for her insecurity, I feel. And again, I don't get the feeling that Brent is minted. I don't feel like he's got a lot of money. I But money is a factor here. The next card is interesting. It says mummy, as in, you know, this kind of mummy. And it says, between the ancient past and the modern world, is there any place where I belong? That sums up how I feel about Dylan sometimes, is she just feels like she doesn't belong, or she doesn't fit in. And the fact that the mummy card has come out, I am going to tie that to the actual parental mother. And again, that's why I need to know. It's so important that I can find out about her birth mother. I will be doing a reading on her stepmother. But I really need to know about her mother, because I feel like there's a missing link here. And if she's been estranged from her birth mother, that would also be one of the keystones as to why she is the way she is. So the next card is Potion, which is transformation, resourcefulness, and change. Now, I think that Brent, her father, is her since this has happened, he's her spokesperson, he's her advisor, he's her manager. He's finding ways for her to work with what's going on. I think he's quite clever, or should I say wily, in dealing with ever-changing situations. Yeah. The next card is outdated, expired, disused, old news, discarded. Now, she certainly isn't old news, but I will say that she does probably feel discarded. And this card also indicates that the original story that was given is now expired and outdated and no longer is relevant. And I'd love to know as well, guys, if you can find out if he has got any because I some reason I've thought he may have had a career in the legal profession, but I could be very wrong about that. And if he does, then he's going to know or have more knowledge about how to worm his way through this situation. The next card is one of those odd ones. There's always an outlier when I'm doing these readings, and this is the outlier. Maybe it's not an outlier. Maybe I did get the feeling that, and I don't know if I mentioned this in Dylan's original reading, that she had a healthy physical life, if that makes sense. I don't know why that card's there, and I don't know where it fits in, but usually it all comes to light. So I'm going to pull the clarifiers with the tarot deck now. Labyrinth of choice. Clarified by the Empress reversed. King of Pentacles reversed. I didn't look up or didn't do any research on his birth date, so I don't know his zodiac, and to be honest with you, it's not relevant because I'll pick up his character. It's interesting this card came out because this is maternal energy, and the maternal energy is in reverse, which either means she's completely estranged from her real mother or her real mother has passed. And the reason it's connected to the labyrinth for Brent, her father, there's something so not right about this. It's almost like he's dealt with worse situations than this. He can deal with this, and somehow it's connected to Dylan's mother. The King of Pentacles in reverse would most likely be her father, Brent. And again, I don't know if he's working at the moment or what's going on here, but it does make me feel like there's been a negative impact probably on his career. Or on his finances because of what's happened. I'm also seeing the two, Dylan's birth mother and her father, because these two cards have come out together. And there's just a lot of negativity around the two of them. I don't know how long they were together, even if they ever were together, I don't know. But there's a lot of dislike between the two of them. The next card is the Happiness is Simple card, and that just sums up the Mormon lifestyle. Clarified by the King of Wands and the Sun. The King of Wands, straight away, and I don't ask me why, I go with my intuition, guys, but straight away I'm being given that is something to do with Brent's father, Dylan's grandfather, and this person is someone who he absolutely adores or adored. I don't know if he's still around. He was very inspired by him, and I'm not picking up any bad vibes about this person, to be honest. I feel like they're probably quite they're very caring, very loving, and yeah, very inspirational. Very, very I can't think of the word. They were very their Mormon, the Mormon lifestyle was incredibly important to them. It comes in with the Sun as well, which is kind of showing me that the happiest times in Dylan's father's life were the times he spent with his family, maybe when he was younger. I feel strong relationships, strong familial relationships for him. My God, do they stick together like glue? If anything happens in that family, then it's like they all rush to each other's aid, 100%, which explains why Dylan is so well protected. The money card. Let's see what this is about. Interesting. So we've got the 5 and the 4 of Pentacles for the money card. This indicates that something's happened here. And again, I don't know if this is before or after. I'm going to pull see why I need timing cards now. Before or after the unalivings, where Dylan's father has struggled financially. He's ended up in a situation where he's out of pocket. The 4 of Pentacles. He's playing his cards very, very close to his chest. He's being very, very careful. And I don't know if he's being very, very careful just about money because there's not much of it, or if there's something deeper going on here. I will pull a timing card on that when I'm done with these cards. The jealousy card. What is this about? I don't know why I feel like someone sued him. I don't know why, and why is it connected to jealousy? Show me why. Queen of Pentacles. 5 of Wands. So there's some tension going on here with this person, Queen of Pentacles. I can't identify who this is yet. But it could be this person that could, if I'm right, and I'm picking up this correctly, this person sued him. Did they sue him or did they prosecute him? Because I'm picking up something about money at work. I'm picking up embezzlement or fraud. I don't understand the jealousy card. Can you give me more about the jealousy card, please? Ten of Swords reversed. There's a lot of hatred here towards him. I can't figure out that jealousy card though. So let's have a look at this mummy, which is interesting. We've got the Chariot reversed. And the Ace of Swords. Whatever's gone on here in Dylan's life, however long ago it was, And again, I get the feeling that there isn't, either there's very little contact with her real mother, they're completely estranged, or again, she's passed. I don't know. But whatever's happened here, it really, that's where her confidence went at that time. She's constantly, it feels like she's constantly chasing. In a way, it's sad. I feel like she's constantly chasing that missing part of her life. And that's the insecurity that comes out when her intensity, or the intensity of her need to create strong friendships, because she's missing that part of her life, or she has been missing that part of her life, that nurturing side of her life, the motherly influence, the care, the attention. That is missing, and subconsciously she doesn't know why she does it, but when she goes after friends, it's so intense, and it can be translated in obsessive ways, and she takes it very, when I say very personally, if someone rejects her, she will lash out. So now we have the potion card, which is this transformation, resourcefulness. I think she's learned to be resourceful over the years as well. Excuse me. It's just flipped out the King of Cups, coming in with that card. This is someone else. I don't feel like this is her father, because I don't feel like her father is as emotionally supportive as a King of Cups would be. I mean, it could be him, because it's shown me as someone who's helping, and he's definitely the number one person in her life that is guiding and helping her. But he's definitely not romantic, and I don't feel like he's inherently kind. He may be to her. But, a King of Cups energy is someone who is loving, caring, warm, harmless. And I do not get that vibe for him at all. So I don't know who this is. I do feel like it is a member of Dylan's family, and again, it could be her grandfather. Again, there you go. Did he come out? I've got the King of Wands for him before, but this time it's King of Cups. I feel like it's a grandparent of Dylan, so it could be Brent, her father's father or mother. I don't know. Seven of Wands reversed. This person has shown or taught Dylan's father how to be clever with certain situations. It's like playing chess. What I'm being shown is a game of chess. It's knowing when to hold back. It's knowing when to make a move. It's knowing when to allow situations to unfold by themselves, so that people end up sabotaging themselves. This person's very clever. outdated, expired. Let's see what this is about, apart from the obvious. Just to let you know, guys, I've got Kaylee with me. She has made it very, very clear in no uncertain terms, and some language that I was quite shocked by, about her feelings for Dylan's father. She's just given me an image of a puppy. I'm really sorry about this, guys. It's like, it's really triggering, and I'm sorry, but I'm just giving you, you know, what she told me. Something that she can never forget, and that is watching as a child. Was it as a child? You can't have known Dylan that long. I don't know what the connection is, guys, but she's making me feel like it was when she was younger. But I don't know how long she's known Dylan. I didn't think she knew her that long. But anyway, basically drowning a puppy. Because it was the runt of the litter. It was the runt of the litter, that's what you do. I want it out of my head now, thank you. I don't know if she actually witnessed it or if it was a story that she was told. I don't know. So this outdated is clarified by the Four of Wands and the Nine of Wands reversed. The Four of Wands, Nine of Wands reversed. This is what this is saying, is that they thought they had it in the can. They thought they had everything sorted up until a few months ago. They were like, hey, everything's going to be okay. Everything will take care of itself. We're on track. And then it's all started backfiring on them. We now know that the PCA report was basically completely made up. And that everything that Dylan said in her statement was pretty much untrue. And now they're going to have to deal with the consequences of that. Let's see what this tantric sex is about. Queen of Wands. In reverse. Queen of Wands in reverse. Tantric sex. And the Lovers. This is something to do with her father, not Dylan. I'm going to take the word tantric out of this because I don't think that's relevant, but I can't quite figure it out. It's something to do with the relationship that Dylan's father's had. I don't feel like it's the relationship he's in now. I presume he's still with Dylan's stepmother. Her name is Patricia Monroe. It's not about her. I don't know if it's about Dylan's real mum. One thing I will say is that earlier on I was getting given images of some sort of lifestyle, and I've had this before, by the way, guys. I've had this before regarding Kaylee's family, but it was a, what's the word, hedonist lifestyle, and being given images of being on a retreat, a hedonist's retreat. And there was an accident, is what I'm getting here. There was some kind of accident, and I don't want to go into it anymore, but let's have a look at this timing card, okay? I want to have a look at what's the timing we were looking at? This situation with the money. It feels like he's been sued, or there's something going on here, or prosecuted for something. And is it before or after this situation, the unalivings, the atrocities? Please. Okay. So I've got October. Now October was before, because the atrocity happened on the 13th of November 2022. And I'm being shown something happening here in October, which is exactly 1 month before. Can you give me some more information? I don't know what that's about, but I am going to pull another oracle for this. What happened in October with Brent Mortensen, Dylan's father, that caused him to lose money, or was to do with money, please? Organised crime. Home. Organised crime at home. Probably not his home, I wouldn't have thought. Was a crime organised at their home? Is this showing me that he knew exactly what was going to happen? What's the link with the money? Why? What's the link with the money? What's the link with... I mean, I could be wrong about him being sued, but what is this link, please? Guys, can you also do me a favour as well? This is actually more linked to the conversations I had a week or two ago with Ethan, but there's something very significant in what he told me regarding a black SUV truck. And I know that's very vague, but I just need to know if, can you please check, and if any of you know what car Dylan's father drove at the time of the atrocities, or does anyone know about the black SUV truck? Because there's something very significant about that car. That is actually linked to Ethan. Falling apart, falling to pieces. falling into pieces. And then we've got caught, finding evidence, getting caught, cheating. And that is basically where Dylan's now being exposed for lying. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about what happened in October before the unalivings. Something happened in October before the unalivings, guys, and it's linked. I really need to know if he's a prosecutor or if he has any legal profession, because there's a link here. There's a link here between him and what happened. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it there for now. This is something I'm probably going to have to come back to again. So far it's really interesting, and I really, really thank all of you for all of your comments, your help, your involvement with this case. Things are starting to get incredibly interesting, but also very complex. Yeah. Guys, I am still open for live readings. If anyone is interested, just drop me an email at revelationtarotgb@gmail.com. That's revelationtarotgb@gmail.com. If you want information on a live reading with me, I'd be more than happy to give you that information, and I would love to meet you. So please just let me know, and I will, I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you, guys. Thank you as always. Thank you for your love, your support, your encouragement, and your engagement, which I return to you tenfold. I'll see you next time. Enjoy the journey.